Right on, right on. So, you know what time it is. Back again. It's your man Maverick in the house. We got the homie Solid back in the house again, baby. What's
Let's
going
do
on with you, boy?
this. All
Hell
good,
yeah.
just chilling as always. What's up, everybody that be tuning in? What's up?
Yes, sir. Shout out to the RHU. That's what's up. Shout out to Q Elliott, Decora's own oil. Yeah, me and Solid was having a discussion before I hit the record button. We are talking about uh real homies, real people that you can really get down with, trust. Number one rule of mine is I don't get faded around people I don't trust. Plain and simple. Uh, I'll hang out. I might sip a beer here or sip some whiskey or some Cavassier, but I'm not getting faded unless I fucking know you, man. Well, I got faded
Yeah.
around Monster, AB, and these niggas. You know they do that bullshit when you sleeping, taking pictures of your ass and shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
you
haven't
gotta
seen
have
you
real
drink,
homies.
bro. I haven't seen you drink.
I'm
So
not
you
really
don't
a
trust my
drinker.
ass, huh?
Hell no, no. I
No,
don't
no, because
trust
I
you for
remember
shit.
there were multiple occasions we were together. One was during the WW. That was understandable because you got a fight coming. And then that was when you came over here in the spot. You was I don't know if I should bring this up, but you was with your ex, and I was like, you weren't drinking
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time
yeah.
either. And then that time that we were at ICH when you got those crotches, you can't walk because AB fucked
Yeah.
up your knee one time. Right?
Yeah, let AV tell it. He fucked me up.
So yeah, that time you
Hey,
didn't drink either.
that shit was fucked up. That asshole was really running around telling people that shit. And then I was like, huh? That's funny. That's funny. Nah,
Yeah.
to be honest, my blood work is to where alcohol kind of fucks with me. So it causes gout. And then when I drink, even just like let's say 2-3 beers, then I'll have a gout attack and it's fucked
Shit.
up. That's why I was on crutches. I couldn't walk.
You
That
just
being
old.
said, I know I'm fucking crickety and shit already, man. But
I bet that wasn't the case when you was younger.
no, it was.
Oh, was it?
I'm yeah, my tolerance for anything, uh, drink, spirits, drugs, all that shit is low, and I keep it low on purpose. So I don't really drink. I've never really been a drinker. Uh, I'll sip some shit. Lately, I'm starting to drink a little bit more, but not beer. I drink spirits more. Uh, with fucking smoke, with the
Mhm.
marijuana or the weed or the kush, whatever.
You don't want to
My
be saying that on the internet, bruh. Fidel might be watching this shit.
hey, this is
You don't
all
want to be saying
entertainment. This
that.
is
Yes, sir.
entertainment. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is an
But
artistic creation,
expression,
and it's up to
exactly.
interpretation.
Freedom of speech, nigga. But no, my tolerance for that I keep low also because I don't want to be spending a whole ton of money just to fucking be chilled out. So I keep it low. My tolerance is low. But yeah, I was just saying that to say that it's nice to have homies where you can trust them and you can get faded and fucking pass out and you don't have to worry about shit.
Right.
Uh, so yeah. Anyway, I mean, y'all that's tuning in, type in the comments what you think. Do you get faded around people you don't know? What's your rules? What's
Here's the thing, though. With
your
Monster,
things?
his number one rule is never trust somebody who doesn't drink. Because that motherfucker got so much to fucking hide. That's why they don't want to be faded around you. So I don't know. You and Monster got to talk, bro.
No, that motherfucker always trying to peer pressure me, bro. Every time we're hanging out, he's like, he puts it in front of me, drink. And then I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. And then he won't move it until I drink it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, fuck, give it to me, man. Fuck.
The next day ain't walking.
Yup. Next day I'm all fucked up. So it's your fault, Monster. You fucking bully. Motherfucker won't let me chill without drinking and shit. It's his fault that I'm starting to drink more now. Like fuck. But like I said, it's chill if just a little bit here and there, but more spirits. Beer, I feel all bloated and shit with beer. I don't like the feeling.
Gosh, that's where we're different because I love beer, bro. Like, but I stopped
Yeah.
drinking beer too because I remember growing up, my pops got big like stomach, you know what I mean? Because like he's a beer
Yeah.
drinker. So I told myself while I was still in the varsity when I was in college, it's like I never let myself be like that. I'll never let myself look like my pops. But then I started working in a call center. You know how these motherfuckers be fucking peer pressuring you into drinking every fucking morning, every after
Yup.
shift. Yeah, so we're like, oh, let's just drink one bottles. It's never one bottle.
One
It's
bottles.
one bottles. Yeah. So you gotta fucking they gotta peer pressure you to that. And the next thing you know, you're drinking every day, 5 times in a week, sometimes even the weekends. Next thing I know, I got a beer belly. And I was like, God,
Mabutete.
yeah, I gotta stop
Big
drinking
ass
beer,
belly.
bro.
Yeah, beer bloats you up, man. It bloats you.
does.
I mean, there is a nice ice cold beer on a hot day. That is nice. Like I said, once in a while I'll do it. Red Horse is strong as shit, man. I challenge any American that feels that they can drink a lot of beer. Fuck with Red Horse. Come to the Philippines.
Yeah, bro.
I'll give you
It's just
3
heavy.
bottles. Red Horse will fuck you up, man.
Not in a good way, too. That's what I hate about it. I don't mind like passing out drunk. I don't mind that, but Red Horse hits differently, and it's not in a good way. That's why me and Monster didn't like that. Like that's why we biased towards was that Tiger Black? That's what.
Oh,
we
Tiger's
drink.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a beer aficionado, but Tiger's good. I'd take a Tiger over a Red Horse for sure. But fucking
That's
Red
true.
Horse, man. God, it does have kick like a horse, but there's something about it. The first time I drank 2 bottles of Mucho.
Mhm.
Halfway through the second bottle, I was like,
Oh, for real?
fuck. Yeah, Red Horse is strong, bro.
Yeah, because they say,
Strong
I don't know
shit.
if it's true, but they say they use gin on that motherfucker to make it like a lot stronger. That I don't know. And then when they say, I don't know if this is real, but like, you know, how they have this containers where they mix it in and basically pull their stocks from. They say the bottom of the barrel is like the worst. And that's what they call the happy horse. This
Happy
is like
horse.
because like you see there's a horse in the logo, right? There's this bottle. I don't know how often or how frequent that is, person, but there'll always be one bottle that has a smiling horse as a logo, and that's what they call a happy horse. And they say that hits much stronger than the regular ones.
Well,
this is just like Tito tricycle drivers in the condo talks. That's where I heard it from. So I never have a personal experience drinking that, so I can't attest to it. But that's what I know.
Yeah, I don't know. It does sound like a folktale, but it could be. But Red Horse is strong enough.
Happy horse.
Yeah, I mean it's strong enough where I believe they put gin in it. Definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. Well, fuck it. If you guys know, hit us up. Let us know what's up. So, of course, my favorite genre of TikTok is the conspiracy shit. So let's check out what new conspiracy. I think this is one of your old clips here, Solid.
Is it?
Let's see what you were talking about.
Child's marker. It's so
That's
purple.
you, right?
That hasn't always been the case. 10 years ago, these markers weren't so purple, but now they're purple. Now they're really, really fucking purple, and it's alarming to me.
This is just retarded, bro. What the fuck is this clip?
I didn't know it was gonna end like this. So just for clarification, I don't watch these videos before we do the podcast. I just gather them and then I load them up because I want my reactions to be genuine. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. All I know is this dude, Gary Busey. This is the result of not wearing your helmet.
Yeah, it looks like this clip is insulting us. Like that one friend who thinks everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, sir.
No, this guy, this dude was in Predator 2. He used to be like a dope ass actor back in the day, but he had an accident. Yeah, he got an accident. He used to ride his motorcycle, don't wear his helmet. So he fucking had an accident, and of course, that's the end result, bro. Lucky he's still alive, but
That's true.
I mean, this is for when I'm on my bike, bro, and I see people riding by, and they always want to race. Always these little motherfuckers on these little fucking scooters and Honda Waves trying to race me, and they got their helmet on their fucking elbow, or it's up on their head like a baseball cap instead of being on their fucking. I don't know, bro. I try not to judge people, but it's just fucking ignorant to me to first ride a motorcycle without a helmet, and then second, you have the helmet, but you don't put it on. Like,
and asking for a race, like Philippine roads, especially in the metro, is not built for races.
well, there's that part. There's hella potholes and dips and all kind of shit. And then second, you just don't know what people are gonna do. Motherfuckers driving next to you, other bikes, they cross lanes without signaling, don't look, or God forbid you're racing and then you fucking hit some kid that popped out in the road. It's just, I don't race, or I don't drive crazy. When I'm riding in the city, I'm just very defensive. I'm looking out for everything else. When I hit the expressway, then I kind of step on it. I speed on the expressway.
Oh, you got to.
But everybody's going the same direction. So if you take a spill, all you have to do is just be mindful of what's coming behind you. You don't have to worry about shit popping out from the sides and all that. Just if you spill, fucking, the fucking van or the big ass truck behind you, be aware, try to get out the fucking way. But I doubt you'll spill.
You gotta be safe all the time, bro. Like motorcycles ain't a joke.
Yeah, I love them because it's freedom. It feels like flying. It's the closest you're gonna get to being Superman. You're just fucking out there with your hands out and fucking wind rushing by you. You pass by cars like they're standing still. It's exhilarating. But at the same time, let's be realistic. Be fucking safe. You don't want to fucking
exactly. So I'm not getting. I mean, technically, I can get like a motorcycle any day I want to, but number one, it's not practical. I got 2 kids. I mean, I'm the only one who's gonna use it. It's not like I go out all the time anyway, so it's not practical. Second is my dad has always told me like that's always gonna put you in a danger. It's not. It's always a guarantee that you're gonna get into some sort of an accident while you're having it. It's it could be minor. Thankful if it will be minor, but you don't want to be in a major accident. That's fucked up. He said that he never met a biker who's never fell off of his bike.
Crashed.
Yeah.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible. If you meet a biker who's never fell off his bike, it's because he's only been riding like a month.
He's due for it.
Sooner or later, it will happen. The last time I dropped my bike was at a toll gate. I came in behind a diesel truck, and then when I stopped, there's so much grime and oil on the ground that my foot slipped and just dumped the bike and had to pick it up. Luckily, that's like the best case scenario. But again, when you're speeding, it's not the speed that's going to kill you. It's the sudden stop.
Yeah. Who's that guy that said that? It was a collector. Or no, a British guy.
Right?
Yeah.
Some British dude. But yeah, it's that sudden stop. So it's when you're on the expressway, you're speeding, just I don't know, in my experience, don't look in front of you. I mean, use that for your peripheral, but you should be looking like miles ahead of you. Looking for shit that's gonna come up. But anyway, all I'm saying is just wear your fucking helmet. Just
be safe. Don't be asking for no races in the Philippines. This is not a good home for Fast and the Furious.
No, not at all. Cars, even, it's just not a good idea. If you like, I wanted to rent a Lambo one time. I had the money to rent it, and it's along fucking EDSA, right there near Green Hills, right? There's a Lambo shop. They rent Lambos, Porsches, and all that. And I'm like, it's like $20,000 to rent it for the day.
Oh,
but then I'm thinking, like, okay, so if you rent it for the day, you got about 13, 15 hours, but 2, 3, 4 of those, you're going to be in traffic, stuck.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, you're not going to be able to open it up really because of the road conditions. So
Exactly.
Man, I'm not about to waste 20K. Fuck that shit.
Exactly. It's only good if like you're using that for like a shoot of a music video and you're trying to flex and shit like that. It's the only
Yeah.
good purpose of renting it. But driving it around, bro. And as far as I know, Lambos are lowered by default, right? You hit a fucking
they're
crazy
low.
ass bump here in the Philippines, like especially in those fucking raggedy ass subdivisions in here. Fucking nah, bro. No
I think
way.
the best case scenario, rent it, put it on a trailer, and tow it to the shoot location. Do not
Yeah.
drive that shit. Do not drive it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have trike drivers hitting you at the back. Oh, my head,
Oh,
my
shit.
arm.
Hey, I never thought that I would go like geeky, like I would what do you call that when you're starstruck by a vehicle? Because like before,
Yeah,
cars
yeah.
are cool, but like sure, it's just a car. That's why I never really get the concept of car show. But
Mhm.
then I think it was 2 years ago, I finally had a dream car. It's a Corvette C8 Stingray.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's my dream car. I say it. I always say it. Like that's my long-term goal. As soon as I get it, I can die of a car crash. No matter, I'll be happy. But I'll be happy because I got my dream car. But one time I was walking around New Valley with Kay, and there was some motherfucker that just pulled up with that. I was like, fucking, C8 was stuck in traffic. Like I said, it was a red light. It was a red light, but I was just looking at the car. I was like, God damn, it's so gorgeous. Up close.
I know, man.
Personal.
Fuck.
And then I didn't even look at the driver, and it was Kay who told me the driver was a chick. Ooh, Azúcar de Papa is real. You know what I mean? Fucking.
That's real shit, man. That's real shit. That's why I want to live in New Valley, because of that fucking. The roads there are just awesome. You
Yeah.
can drive up and down the main road, speed, and
There's like
Yeah,
at
I'm not-
least 2 fucking Ford GTs I've seen around here, bro.
yeah.
Fucking
New Valley's-
beautiful machines, bro.
New Valley's got some money in there. I've never been starstruck on cars either. There's cars that I really love, but I think the only car that I'm starstruck on is Kit from Knight Rider. But in that case too, I don't want one that's an exact replica. I want to build my own version.
For
of
real, a
course.
project car.
Yeah, a project car. I want the blue light instead of red.
Hmm.
If you know, you know
Of
why.
course, of course. Yeah, I was
But
actually.
that's the only one.
I was gonna wear a red shirt. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be with Big Bro. No.
No, I ain't tripping. Actually, just to clarify, I wear red too. I get down. People know who's down with who, and that's not like the determining factor in my life anymore. I'm not a kid. I grew
That's
up,
cool.
so I wear red. I get down with red.
All right, let me get my red shirt. No, I'm just kidding.
He comes back with a red flag on his head.
All flamed up.
What's up, blood?
Where you from?
But yeah, no, that's the great thing about the Philippines too. Now that we touch on that, is all the homies from different walks of life, different sets, different backgrounds, and we all get along. I think because all of us grew up, man. We're just, you know what I'm saying? We've been through shit already. So
Well, can we get this fucking ugly ass face shared on the screen right now? It's distracting me right now, bro. We talking about cars and this fucking.
that's
ugly
why I was
fool right
leaving that shit there. I wanted to see how long you can handle that shit. All right.
I'm sorry.
Let's go
All
to the
respects
next
to
one.
him. He's a good actor.
Ellen
he
was
said.
the only
Damn.
one with black hair in the family. Some believe that Mr. Incredible isn't her biological father,
Ooh, that's fucked
but her
up.
dad was actually.
Snug, I'm calling in a solid you owe me.
What do you need?
A jet. What do you got that's fast?
Let me think.
Yo,
What if
that's
Helen and
cold.
Snug weren't just former acquaintance? And that's why she still keeps their picture next to her family's. And from the look of it, Violin's face is shaped differently from her dad and mom.
Yo, that just fucked me up, bro.
Yo, mom's a
Wow.
hoe.
Yo, mama, she was getting
Jesus.
stretched out for real. Damn it.
Shit.
Damn it. Yo, that's Disney for you, bro. I didn't even
Yeah.
fucking realize that, but yo, yeah. Violet's mom was getting around, bro.
Yes, sir.
And she got the nerve to have that nigga picture next to the family.
Hoes be
God
hoeing.
Damn it, man. God damn it.
Lil
That
Wayne
shit killed me.
said, hoes will be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy. So,
Yo, so what's up with that? Where are you siding with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef? TJ asked me that shit. My daughter TJ asked me.
all right, cool. So we kind of like, just for context, we already kind of brushed through this last time that we shot, and I said like, hey, I'm not really familiar. I've seen some clips of like kind of like contextual knowledge of what's happening between the two of them. Musically, though, I'm siding with Drake. Musically, I dig Drake's music more than Kendrick. And I don't know what it says about my music taste, but I tried to listen to some Kendrick albums. I just don't dig the way he raps. I mean, because Drake is more like a really mainstream dude. Like it's a staple in the music. And there's somebody that said, you hear Drake everywhere. You go to a mall, you hear Drake. You go to to a Gucci store, Drake is being played, but Kendrick not so much. And I guess I just have the ear for the mainstream. That's why I side with Drake.
Right. Who the fuck shopping at a Gucci store? Damn.
I don't know. But yeah,
that's
this is what they say.
Shit. Well, I mean, I'll say that Drake is the bigger entertainer. So to me, Drake is not a rapper per se. He's an entertainer. So he does, acting, music, all that other shit. Ghostwriting has been proven. And you're right. I think he does have more. His sound is more pleasing. Like Kendrick, his flow is a little odd sometimes. I dig Drake's music more than I dig Kendrick's music. But at the same time, that being said, the shit that Kendrick is talking about, which is verifiable, which you can look up, which is proven, I'm team Kendrick, man. Because this nigga Drake is a pedophile, bro.
I saw that too. I saw that conspiracy.
That's the thing. It's not a conspiracy. That's the thing.
Has it been? It's like it's all allegations. Nothing was proven.
It's true, but let me pose this question to you because you got two daughters now, right? Yeah. So let's say Maze and Scar, they're 15, right? And then you got a grown nigga who's 29, 30 years old, messaging, chatting, sock med with your daughters. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, that's odd. That's odd. Well, I don't give a fuck who you are, whether you be Drake or whoever the fuck you are. Why are you talking to adults like that?
Right. So that's the part where it's verifiable. Like Millie Bobby Brown, the girl from Stranger Things. Right?
Yeah. And she said, like, why y'all like up in my business? Why you? Who care? Who's my friends and who's not? The girl was trying to defend him.
Of course, she's 15. Come on, let's be realistic about it. They dumb as fuck at 15.
Yeah, exactly.
We were dumb as fuck at 15.
15.
So when she's talking about, oh, he's my friend, little bitch, please.
Yeah.
If I'm her
you
dad,
might see it as is, but I mean, you might see it as
for what it is.
Yeah, but
we see it for what it is.
That's weird. That's truly weird.
Truly, nigga. Truly. This motherfucker's setting dinner dates. So according to her, they've been on 2 dinner dates already. So if I'm her pops, I'm gonna hit Drake like, yo, what the fuck is you up to, bruh?
Yeah.
What is you up to? You know she's 15. What is you having dinner dates with my daughter for? If you was trying to make what do you call it? If you're trying to network,
collaborate.
If you was legit, he would do it through the parents, not through her.
Not even the parents, bro. The manager. It's a business.
That you would not approach a girl to do a 15-year-old child to do networking. Exactly. You'd be like, yo, it's nice to meet you. Let me talk to your manager, and my people get with your people, and they'll work
that
out.
Shit
this nigga's setting dinner dates, homie.
That I didn't
Come
know.
on,
All I know
man.
is that they was chatting, and people got caught wind of that. They were seen like together in a certain event, but I didn't know they were doing dinner dates and shit like that. So, damn, it's shady.
Yeah, that's super shady, bro. I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. You need real niggas around you, real homies, and that's why I appreciate the homies I have around, because they're the type to let me know when I'm tripping. Like, man, what the fuck you doing, nigga? You tripping, bro? You know what I mean? Drake needs somebody like that in his life. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, nigga. You ain't gonna buy me off. We don't.
I'm
fuck
gonna
with
tie this
15-year-olds.
in. I'm gonna tie this in with the current event too. Well, I don't know. It's not as current, but the no Diddy. But so Diddy had been caught doing. You know, he's basically the Black Epstein, right?
Yeah, right.
He's the Black Epstein. And to me, all right, I'm gonna be more surprised if all these big names in Hollywood are clean as fuck. I'll be more surprised. Because, like, I mean, for you to be
If they're
more
clean?
successful, you got if they're clean, like they're not doing anything, I'll be more surprised if all these names, the big ass names in Hollywood, are clean as fuck. Like they never done drugs, they never done any weird shit sexually. I would be more surprised if that was the case, you know, because people are stupid together. You know what I mean? And if you have the money to be more stupid, because like
gonna
what
be stupid
could you?
as fuck.
Exactly. Like imagine
You're
right now, if somebody gives us like 1 billion pesos, we got a lot of things in our list because we've never achieved those. We're gonna probably buy a car, buy a house, build a business. These motherfuckers got more than 1 billion, and they already got the things that a regular person would look for. So what are you gonna do with all the money? Gotta do some stupid shit.
That's why there is such a thing as too much money.
Exactly.
There is too much money.
And then you also have these clubs in there, you know, that you got it for you to be in, for you to have a good, you know, flow of jobs. Because like for these actresses, that's the reason why they go into being yacht girls, to fucking secure a role in a movie, because in the yacht party there's this director, right? So I'm not really surprised that this is happening, but I'm surprised how many gay people there are that portray themselves to be straight. But hey, tying this into this Drake thing. Drake has been a big name. He's been a household name in the entertainment industry, and honestly, I'm not surprised that he got some stupid shit. But of all the stupid shit he'll do pedophilia. That's a no. But not gonna lie, though.
It's in him, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but not gonna lie, the music is still good. And me and Monster was talking about this the other day. Like, just because you found out about something about the artist, does that change the way you see the art?
For me, it does. And it depends on what it is, right? Let's say I found out Drake is
like R. Kelly
smoke crack. Well, R. Kelly's a pedophile too, though.
Right, but his music is good, right?
But I stopped listening to it.
Okay, I see. So you're one of those people that change.
Well, again, it's due to what it is. If I knew, like DMX, we found out he smoked crack. That's crack, nigga. We used to sell that shit back in the hood. We all knew, don't fucking smoke no crack. But this nigga smoked crack, but I still listen to his shit. So to me, that crime or that mistake doesn't outweigh shit. But when it comes to something like pedophilia, where you're fucking with underage women, or not even women, you're fucking with underage girls, children, I can't rock with it. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
so you don't listen to Michael Jackson shit too?
Well, yeah, I don't really. But when it comes on, I don't switch it off because there's like childhood memories attached to it. But at the same time, I don't believe that was true. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think Michael really I don't think he really molested anybody. I think it was a money grab. I think the parents saw the opportunity to get the money, et cetera, et cetera. Now, let me follow this up by saying this. Michael Jackson was tripping like a motherfucker trying to hang out with children, bro. I I get that you trying to help these kids. I understand. But this nigga went to the point of having his house decked out like Neverland Ranch. Nigga, what the fuck is you doing?
So that's what I'm gonna say now. What makes Michael Jackson different from Drake?
One, because Drake is still doing it. It's a repeated pattern that's proven, right? With Michael Jackson, the allegations were brought up, and then the parents settled out of court. So it wasn't as a parent, right? As a parent, if I felt that you fucking diddled my child, no amount of fucking money is gonna make it go away. I don't give a fuck until that motherfucker faces me man to man and we chunk him. I'm not dropping it. I don't give a fuck how much he offers me. You can put that shit in my fucking bank account. I'm not dropping it until I crack your fucking face open. That's just how I feel about it. So to me, if these parents that had accused Michael Jackson of touching their children, and then they end up settling out of court, it makes me feel like, nigga, that's a money grab. You took advantage of Michael Jackson being one, not right in the head, obviously. You took advantage of that and took advantage of him being rich. So it throws it out the window for me. But again, with Drake, this is why it's a big deal with Kendrick, because it's supposedly been years. This beef just bubbled up, but it's built on like 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to follow.
So I'm like, whoa.
And most of their disses, like setting up to what's happening currently, has mostly been subliminals. That if you are not following their relationship, you wouldn't really know that, apparently they're already dissing each other. Because the subliminals are so deep.
Sorry to cut you off. It's subliminals with Drake. Kendrick ain't subliminal. He's saying shit straight up.
No, he was subliminal too in some of his tracks.
Yeah, when they first started.
Yeah.
Now
like,
he's
back.
Like,
not right now.
Subliminal. But hey, they both got bars. I'll say that. Drake. They do. When I listen to Drake shit and he drops bars, I'll be like, oh, great. That was kind of hot right there. Even Rick Ross got bars and shit, but like I said though, that's the determining factor. If it's something against children or you out here raping bitches and shit, bro, nah.
All right, cool. I got one last question to you, kind of like related to that.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if this was shown in, I don't know which GC, but Monster showed me the video of Tupac Shakur interview when he was 17 years old and he acting gay as fuck.
I saw that.
You seen that video? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And this motherfucker has been preaching the streets about how the hood is, how gangsta is. How does it make you feel? How do you see the art? How do you see the art form now, knowing that Shakur wasn't like that from the get-go?
Well, nobody's like that from the get-go, man. Well, let me think. Let me rewind.
But here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, honestly, and obviously, I'm not a fan of Tupac. I don't know all of his songs, and I haven't listened to all of his tracks. But with what I know, he's claiming to have been raised in the hood, right?
Well, yeah. I don't know. I didn't know him like personally and shit. As far as I know, he was.
But that's the image that he was portraying. That he's hard as fuck through and through.
Well, nah. I never bought into that shit. Like when he stomped out Orlando, that was a fucking idiot move, and that was because he was trying to impress all the gangsters he was hanging around. That's plain and simple. Yeah. Because when he was stomping through the fucking casino, I was like, oh, here we go. This nigga's a puppet right now. So I always saw Tupac as an entertainer more than a spiritual leader. He's not a gangster. Not a gangster. Because he hung out with Bloods and he hung out with Crips, which is Death Row. Death Row was Bloods and Crips, right? But that background of growing up in it, that there's no documented proof that he was Suwu. There's no documented proof that he was Crippin' since a young child. He wasn't. Okay. He went to an entertainment school, as a matter of fact. He went to Juilliard, I think, which is a school for entertainment. So, yeah, he's an entertainer. and he got caught up. It's like Chris Brown or Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? You see them, they banging blood, but then they got their flag on the wrong side and shit. Just for those that don't know, if you're blood, you're not supposed to have your flag on the left side. The left side is the Crip side. So blood's rocket on the right side. But then you see Lil Wayne and Chris Brown banging blood, but they got their flags on the left side. So it's like that you false G'ing right there, homie. Right there, any real nigga is gonna be like, you know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
There's that. But yeah, okay. I think just my personal opinion, Tupac was an entertainer, not a gangster. So there's a lot of his shit where I love when he was preaching togetherness in the hood and you know, Dear Mama, shit like that. Brenda's Got a Baby. I love that shit. I love that. But when he was going overboard, like with the diss track Hit 'Em Up, great song. It's a great diss, but at the same time, I was like, he going a little overboard with this bullshit.
Oh, for
real? But that's just my opinion. Yeah, because look what happened. Then we lost two of the best rappers that ever touched the fucking microphone because these niggas couldn't control their fucking emotions, to be honest. Well, Biggie was controlling this shit, but now that all this shit with Diddy came out, maybe that nigga Diddy has something to do with both of them niggas getting X'd. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Eminem was talking about that, right? Fucking
I
Diddy put the hit on Pac. And then at the end he said, I'm just kidding, Diddy. I know, you know I love you. And that line kind of is sketchy, you know what I mean? Shady being shady there. Why would you say I love you to Diddy, bro? Unless you was in one of his parties. But
there's some shit about Eminem too that hits me weird, but yeah, bro. I think he did have something to do with Tupac getting hit, and he definitely has something to do with Biggie getting hit. If you look at Diddy's, see, that's the thing I don't like about this nigga either. I never liked him because of his name. I refuse to call another grown man daddy. Fuck you, homie. I'm not calling you daddy. Fuck that shit. Yeah. So I never liked him for that reason. I never was a fan. But if you look at his discography and the money that he made, it was all off of Notorious B.I.G. It wasn't his own music. It was the fact that he owned the rights to Biggie's music. That's what built his empire. And then when he got caught up, all these allegations start coming to light. He gave back publishing to these artists. But if you listen to the artists tell it, he gave back publishing, but it's only worth $300 per point. So he already sucked the millions out of it before he gave it back. So overall, this nigga's personality and track record shows that he's a snake motherfucker, man. But you know, Jadakiss and I forget the other nigga, Styles P, the Locks, right? I started getting the clue when the Locks, they were signed to Bad Boy, and then they broke the contract and was like, nah, we're out. We don't like all the shiny suits and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, oh, not that he's gay, but there's something up with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? This Puff nigga. Something wrong with him. And then you have DMX talking about, yeah, there's a bunch of faggot niggas in the industry, blah, blah, blah. And you know that he had crossed paths with Diddy recently when he started saying that shit. And then you got 50 Cent talking shit like, yo, this nigga Diddy is a weirdo. I'm like,
yeah, well, I never really followed none of their music anyway.
Right. I follow 50 Cent.
I do.
And not
50 Cent.
Yeah, he has a couple bangers, but I follow him more not because of the music, but this nigga's business mind he's a businessman. That nigga knows how to make money. I follow DMX, not every track, but there's certain tracks that I really like from that nigga. But yeah, I never got it with Puff, and that name just call me Puff Daddy. Nigga, fuck you. The fuck? I ain't calling no nigga daddy, first of all, nigga. That's number one. But yeah, all this shit that's
I was just gonna say that ain't no black people thing, bro.
Calling nobody daddy. Nigga, that's what I'm saying.
Their daddy ain't there, bro. So they
nah. I like that. I see what you did there. But that's real shit. The daddy ain't there no way. So why we gonna call another nigga daddy? This shit, come on, bruh. That shit don't fly, man. And then with all the allegations coming out now, this nigga fucking dudes and bruh, homie.
Yeah,
There's only so much motherfuckers could say about you before it's gotta be true, man. You know what I mean?
True. I mean,
Ugh.
that's the crazy thing. But like I said, I'm not surprised if the big names got some crazy shit going in there. That's it.
Guaranteed.
You know, yeah, they just not fucking careful with what they're doing. They're getting caught.
Well, here's the thing, bro. This is my personal opinion, and I'll use myself as an example because I'm an entertainer. I can get in front of a camera, I can act, I can rap, all that shit. I get in the ring and I'll throw some fists around and shit. So I'm an entertainer. When you're an entertainer, it depends on how far you're willing to go for fame.
Exactly.
Because you will get tested. And we're not even talking about the devil's coming to test you and steal your soul and blah blah. No, you're gonna have motherfuckers. Well, it's not even peer pressure, bro. What it is it's just mankind. It's human beings. Because you'll have people that don't have talent that want to use your talent to make money. Example given is Diddy with Notorious Big. So you'll have motherfuckers that'll come at you because they want to use you. Now they got to figure out how they're going to use you. Are you a pedo? You like children? If you do, they're going to feed that shit so they can use you. Are you secretly gay? They find that shit out. They're going to use that. You know what I mean? So it comes down to how much you want the fame. I've been propositioned. I ain't gay, bro. I don't rock like that. I don't fuck with children. So it just don't. Nah, I'm not gonna give up no ass to fucking be. I'm the type of nigga that's gonna rob you before I fuck you. If you're a dude, you know what I mean? Because there's been dudes who's they open up their bag with fucking 20K, and you know I'm getting the hint. Like, I tell you what, you should put that away before I decide to just take it, man. Because you're going down the wrong path right now, bro. I'm telling you. You don't want to see the way I fuck because it involves knives and shit. It's not gonna be enjoyable for you. But I mean, I say that to just be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Be real with people. In the entertainment field, you will be tested.
Exactly.
And if you
That's
do
what I'm
some
saying.
shit, there's no hiding shit.
And
It's
I mean,
gonna come
whoever is the most willing to submit to those devilish things will be always the ones on top. You know, there will always be.
You ever see an artist that, not trying to be a hater, you see an artist and then you hear these motherfuckers rap or sing and be like, how the fuck this nigga get up?
I was just about to say that.
You know
There are
what I mean?
a lot of
That's
fucking
why.
artists out there. And this is not just in the rap, that's everywhere. You're always like, this motherfucker got no talent. How come he's on the limelight?
That's why.
That's why. Right?
That
If
nigga
you're a girl,
that nigga was getting
what's
meat
that?
milled.
If it's a
nigga
girl, was that
getting
what's that? Fuck the producer.
The producer.
Weinstein. Weinfeld. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein.
Is it Weinstein? Yeah. Harvey Weinstein. So
he was dirty, nigga.
Yeah, that.
You want to be in this movie?
I don't know about these allegations, but at least he fucked with real females. You know what I mean? Not little ladies.
not little girls and dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for
in the party. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna feel as bad to you as those little girls that are being manipulated because they stupid. If you're like a grown ass female who got drugged in a party, that's your fucking fault. I'm just saying.
Way to victim blame.
I'm just saying. In your point earlier, you don't get faded around people you don't trust.
Right.
So
if you're going to these industry parties, you got to realize what's really happening. This is not about networking in the sense of, I have talent and I want to be in your movie and let's work together. No, these parties are about whose dick are you willing to suck, or
exactly
who are you willing to let fuck you in the ass. That's why I don't go to these parties, bro. If I
Yeah.
get hired to do an event, I do the event and I carry my happy ass back home and I go play my fucking video games and I fuck the shit out of my girl, whoever it is at the time. But
Yeah.
I don't go to these fucking industry parties. I don't do it. I don't do fucking interviews. A lot of time those interviews where they're interviewing celebrities and shit. Yeah, they've given up something for that because they're trying to get that exposure or whatever.
Exactly.
But,
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's a dirty fucking world out there. So
Hella
Yeah.
dirty.
hell,
It's an evil
both
world.
money wise and moral wise. But hey, I'm going back to the point as to why I asked you, like, what do you think of the art form? Just because you found out that the artist is dirty, like,
Yeah.
to me, as long as the art form doesn't pertain to the dirtiness of the artist, I'm good. Right?
Oh,
Like,
so they're not like rapping about.
yeah, so as long as they're not rapping
Producing
about
them.
fucking babies and fucking, underage girls, as long as they're not rapping about that, and the music to me is genuinely pleasing my ears, I don't give a fuck. Like,
I can
so
see
what, right? So I'm not that emotionally invested into the music or the track that much for me to be affected by what the artist did.
Right.
Like, I mean, I listen to Michael Jackson. I mean, R. Kelly, I heard some of his songs, but I've never really looked into his albums yet. But yeah, I mean, even Tupac, even though he kind of acting was a little gay on He's 17s during that interview that I saw. I was like, so what?
Yeah,
If he
because
acts like
he
that, but
wasn't around. He wasn't around
Yeah.
gangsters at that point.
but then yeah, so that to me doesn't discount the value of the art form that they produced just because as
I
an
can see
artist
that.
they were tainted. So yeah, this is the way that I see it.
For me, one thing is like this, right? If I know that they're into young girls and then I listen to their music, what I don't want is it creeping in my mind to ignore signs, ignore red flags. I'm never going to be like, it doesn't matter. She's 17, blah, blah, blah. No. But there's a situation, let's say you're in the hotel room with this chick. She's young and something is telling you, ask this bitch how old she is. And then because you're fucking horny, you're a little faded, you let it go, right? That's what I don't want myself to slide into, like ignoring red flags and shit. Right now, when I see red flags, I just fucking cut it out, get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I see that point too. This is why I don't listen to gay rappers, because I don't want to listen to them talking about sucking dicks and shit. Right?
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
So I get the point. I get it.
Right.
I'm
so
not
it's like it's the same thing as if you're my son and you turned out gay, I'm not gonna fucking shoo you away. Just don't do that gay shit in front of me. You know what I mean? This is like you're
yeah.
still my son, but don't do gay shit in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother topic. I guess we could use another fucking podcast. But yeah, of course, it's your kid. You're not gonna fucking disown him and shit.
Yeah.
It's a part of his life you just don't agree with. I get it. Like I could have a gay homie. We ain't gonna be hanging out together, just me and him.
Just don't do gay
You know what I'm
shit in
saying?
front of me. You know what I mean?
Right. Just nigga, don't talk to me about sucking no dicks. I don't want to hear that shit.
Exactly.
But if he's the homie and he's like, yeah, man, I had a rough day, man. I'm fucking feeling depressed. And of course, as the
There are a lot
homie,
of-
you're still gonna.
There are a
You know
lot
what
of
I mean?
cool dude gays. You know what I mean? Like they're dude, they're not like
There
actually
are.
gay. They're not flamboyant, so to speak. There's like
Right.
those dudes maybe I can rock with, but yeah. Just
The
don't
overly-
do that. Like, yeah, don't
the
fucking try to
overly
grab
aggressive.
my arm while we're walking down the street. Fuck you, man. Fuck
Holding
outta
hands and shit.
here. Oh hell no.
No, I'll say that. Whoever's listening, there are a lot of good gay people. It's what I'm gonna say is this is the line for me. I'm not coloring the line for nobody else. This is how I feel about this shit. I don't give a fuck what you put in your mouth as long as you're a decent human being, right?
Why you gotta say it like that? You could have said, I don't care who you,
can-
love. Well, you said what you put in your mouth.
I'm just saying, I'm realistic with it. Whether you like tacos or hot dogs, I don't care what you put in your mouth. In behind closed doors, do whatever the fuck makes you happy, as long as it ain't children. You know what I mean? But if you're gay, that does not stop me from being friends with you. We could even be so far as homies. If you need something and I can help you, I help you. But you got to understand that I don't agree with that lifestyle. I don't think that it's normal. So I can accept, like with other friends, you accept their flaws. I would look at it like, oh, that's just his flaw, man. Whatever. Live your life.
He's white. He's white. That's his flaw.
That's his flaw. That's fine. That's fucked up. Yo, shout out to Chip. I got a homie Chip, man. He's a white dude. I love this motherfucker. This is what crazy about Chip. Chip's grandfather was Grand Dragon Master in the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh fuck.
And then his father had a little bit of that racist shit too. But Chip's the one that broke the cycle, right? And he goes to the Philippines. Well, he's married to a Filipino and he's got mixed children.
But maybe when you turn your back, I was like, nigga.
So I met his dad, which is really crazy. Because his dad, I guess, has a friend named Maverick also. So when I met his dad, he was like taking pictures with me, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, man? What is he doing? But yeah, it's just anyway, shout out Chip. I love that motherfucker, man. I ain't spoke to him in a couple of months. He probably thinks I'm being an asshole, but that nigga said he's white. That's his flaw. Oh shit. Anyway, fuck. All right, next video. Oh shit, we're running out of time, man. All right, let's see. I didn't even load this one. Since we were talking about music.
Do you know why Prince, the famous rock star that was a friend of mine, do you know why he called himself the artist when he came back? He calls himself the artist because that's what they call us in our contracts. Oh, these contracts are crazy. You should hear the terminology they say in these contracts. To use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe. Who the fuck could possibly know what that means? Nobody does. It's so complicated, in fact, that when you're a kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at a table and you do the contract game. And that's how I got with Comedy Central. I signed the contract. But I signed the contract the way that a 28-year-old expectant father that was broke signs a contract. I was desperate. I needed a way out. And it wasn't good money and it wasn't good circumstances. But what else am I going to do, I said. And all these white people sitting at that table told me, trust us, Dave, it's a good contract. And I looked around the table and they all seemed to agree it was a good contract. But what if it was like that game of 3-Card Monte? What if they were all friends and I didn't know it?
Do you agree with Dave Chappelle? Could there be a darker side to these contracts? Or is he making this up? Drop it in the comments. And TikTok, this video is for entertainment purposes only.
First of all, I love that special of Chappelle. He talks about a lot of political shit, but it's still funny as hell.
Yeah.
Anyway, that ain't new to me, and not to nobody. Contracts are meant to deceive you. That's why they use a lot of words. Otherwise, they would have used a single sentence, and that's it.
Yup. Yeah, the contracts are what fuck you up. And I think a lot of people, as entertainers and artists, they get that contract. That's the dream, right? You get signed to the label, and then they sign shit without realizing what it actually says. That line is dangerous, bro, in perpetuity throughout the universe. That's fucked up. Because it means if God created another Earth, or another Earth came out of the fucking multiverse, and you move to that Earth, these niggas still own you.
Exactly. They still own you.
God,
but hey,
damn it,
relating it to the music, I actually would like to cite Russ as an example of somebody who actually fucking break through the cycle and broke the machine. He's untouchable right now. in music industry because he's truly independent and he made it. And a lot of these labels, can't fuck with him right now because of what he did with his career. But he signed first, and then he learned the dark side of it, and he quit. Or I mean, at least he just waited for the contract to finish, and they never went back.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists like that. Russ, 8Ball, and MJG were like that. They talk about it in their albums. If you listen to their first album, Coming Out Hard, they were talking about when they signed the contract, it was shit. They signed it when they were 17, and they just had to let it go. Tech Nine went through the same shit. So yeah, as an artist, as a rapper, I'd rather just.
But
I could produce the music myself. Yeah.
My bad. But here's the thing: I also cannot blame the labels, because they're just thinking of, corporate thinking. Because here's the thing, right? Like, I mean, if they see potential, they're paying for that potential, but that potential is a risk. Because you don't know if the people actually like it, or if the crowd would actually bite into that music, or if they won't. So if they sign you in a contract, they pay you up front. So that's them investing money on you. Now, it's not all the time that the artist would click. There are a lot of, like, I hate it, I'm Filipino, but I'm gonna use Easy Mill as a fucking example. He got signed by fucking what's Shady's record? Shady, right? Shady Records. Yeah, Shady, and Dr. Dre's
Shady Aftermath,
right? He ain't pulling shit yet for the record, right? I mean, he hasn't been. I mean, ever since he was signed, there's no other buzz about his name. But the label already invested on him. I'm pretty sure he already got his dough, right? So the way that they do it is that they're gonna pay you not as big as you should be, because they will be also getting those investments off of the other artists that they sent from you, because you're the one who clicked. And that's just how the corporate works. Because, like, if they won't do that, the label won't survive. So to me, it's not that the labels are evil. That's just how the business works. And I see the logic behind it.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if you are an artist that's clicking, let's say you are Prince or Michael Jackson, there's so many people that need to be paid before you get your plate. So there's so many people eating. You got A&Rs, you got managers, you got public relations, et cetera, marketing. So there's like 5 different departments that have to get paid before the shit trickles down to you. So it sucks. If you're going to do it as an independent artist, which, let's be real, shit has changed. With the advent of sock media, it's great for marketing, not so good for society. But you can put your own music out. Like, we have our laptops, we have studio mics. You can make a track on your own, make the beat your own, put it out on your own. If your shit is really good and it starts clicking, it's going to build traction. It will take longer because you don't have the marketing budget like a label does. So a label can toss $5,000 into marketing and they plastic your fucking face everywhere. So even if your music's not good, it's gonna click because everybody sees your shit. Yeah. So that's the only difference. Sometimes you just gotta wait, homie, and just be fucking patient. Because if you, let's say Easy Mill, right? No hate. What I think is happening is, we haven't heard buzz from him, no new shit, because right now it's the slave shit. He's probably on tour doing, let's say, 20 shows a week, because those 20 shows is what he's got to do to bring money in to pay back Shady Aftermath. You know what I'm saying? These videos that people put out, I don't think a lot of people realize what goes into them. You know, when they're all glossed up and they're perfectly done up and edited and all that shit costs money, man. Exactly. All of it. So the better the video is, the more money you're spending. So it's hard as an artist when you're sitting there like, yeah, man, I feel like I'm finally at the top of the fucking game, nigga. I'm taking shit over. But at the same time, you're getting fucked is you're not paid. So now everybody around you, all your little cousins and all your homies, like, damn, homie, you getting money. I see you on TV. But meanwhile, you broke.
Exactly. Just because you're on the limelight doesn't mean it's money. And
Exactly.
the only evil thing though that I see here is that how these labels exploit the youth and the ignorance of the young artists that are upcoming. Because
Oh
it's
yeah.
not like corporate jobs where if you apply for the first time you become an employee or entry level. Of course, you're worth less than a manager. And in the artist level, I mean, you know, the shit is good. I already have following, and it doesn't matter
Mhm.
what the age is. You should be paid well enough, right? Especially if they really believe in your music. But what these labels are doing, and they're exploiting these people, like what Dave Chappelle said. I was a
Mhm.
kid, and what if they're all friends in that same table conspiring against me, making me agree to a value that is way less than what I actually deserve to get? And because you're
Mhm.
young, you never seen that shitload of money. To you, it's big, but in the real world, it's not. And that's the reason why you need to hire a lawyer in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
like
the problem though,
2 months of Morocco.
because a lot of this upcoming rappers, especially the ones that are coming out of the hood, they don't like have the money to fucking pay for normal journey to actually understand things and actually, you know, because like to a who dude who's coming out and being contacted by a label, to them that's already an achievement. Everything else that follows that is bonus. The money for
Mhm.
sure is good, but they don't know that they're worth more than that. So that's where it will be separated. Who's gonna have more money than just money? You know what I mean?
Well, let me throw this into it before we come to a close. And I'm no Bible beater, so don't take this that way. But at the end of the day, uh, well, you don't believe it. I'm talking to an atheist about Bible shit. But it's like
What, money is all,
it's
the
like
root of all kind of evil? Is that what you
no,
say?
it's not. It's not that. It's not that. So it's like this: if you do believe in God, you have to believe in the devil, right? So here's the thing: in the hierarchy of the heavens, before this nigga was cast out, his job was as the light bringer, which doesn't necessarily have to do with light. He was also in charge of music, so he can use music against you. So if you're a young talented dude, you're good. You could flow, you can create beats and all that shit. Um, Sometimes the path that your music leads you down is not always the righteous path. It's not always the path that you were meant to be on, because you can get distracted. That's why, me personally, I say fuck fame. Fame is a side product. It's a side product. If you're
That's true.
good at what you do, you'll get famous because you'll draw attention just based off of you're able to fucking flow. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
able to put words together in a string.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my brother told me, let me give you some advice on how I live my life and how it's been instilled. You got to remain focused like the tip of a drill. The fact that you're able to do that type of shit, people are going to be like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? So fame is a side product. Now,
Yeah.
if you are a G about your shit and you focus on business and money over fame, then I believe you'll be able to avoid a lot of fucking pitfalls, man. Like that
Yeah,
shit
and
that
I
you were
agree
talking
with what you said, that fame is a byproduct, and that's how all artists should actually think like, because that's what separates legends from mediocres, like one hit wonders. Because you will see
about.
that like people that just look good, kind of sound good, and then paid hella money for marketing. Yeah, they would get famous for the time being. All these TikTok music are like that. Yeah, the
Yeah,
artist sounded good for one track, but they focused on the fame. Now they can't put out another banger compared
fucking
to,
Island Boys.
yeah, right? And like legends from before, where you see this person on the street and ask them for a sample, that's world class. You know you're gonna get world
Yeah,
class sample. Unlike these people who just are focused on the fame, you ask them, their record sounds better than them live.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so focus on your art form. Fame comes in after. Plus, if you will be famous and be busy over something that you are very passionate about, you won't be working a day in your life. But
Right.
if this is just something that came out of hobby and then you try to put money into it and it clicked, you would feel like
Mm.
you're being pressured all the time because it's not coming out naturally. That's just
Yeah.
a piece of advice.
Some motherfucker. Can you teach me how to rap? I want to be famous. No, I cannot.
You
But
rap because
anyway,
you love the art form.
exactly. All right. So on that note, we'll bring it to a close. All of you that were tuned in, all 2 of y'all, you know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in. But we appreciate that for sure. Please hit that like and that subscribe just so we can get some real G shit out there, man. Something to cut through all the bullshit that's out there. So I consider this a platform for all the homies, man. If you got something to say, type it in the comments. Starting next week, we'll start getting into live broadcasts where we can start running away some giveaways too. So stay tuned for that. All right. So I'm gonna be out. You got anybody to shout out?
Well, nothing but thank you so much for all the homies who've been supporting this movement, this podcast right here, Monster and AB. You guys are solid. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's I hope that there will be other homies that are jumping on together with us, and diving in all to these topics that we're talking about, so we can make it more interesting. So yeah, shout outs to everyone who's been listening. Thank you so much for putting or lending us some of your time, and I hope everybody a good one.
I want to shout out the homies. There's so many of these motherfuckers. But shout out to Dennis Benavides, Turbo, Richard Panesales, Nelly Nels out in Subic. We got to do the music, bro. We got to get with you. G-Face, Joel Nazarino, Dean Narvaez, Tristan Troy, John Gomez. Like I said, there's a gang of homies in the RHU. So if I miss you, then
one last thing. D Rally, belated happy birthday to you, brother. I miss your office.
How old that nigga? 25?
But yeah, he just recently celebrated his 18th birthday. Happy birthday, big bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, man. We'll sign off. Stay tuned for the next episode. I think we're gonna do a little bit of a food review on that shit too.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. There's a homie out that got a Japanese restaurant. So I'm gonna check. I like to eat. I'm gonna check that shit out and see if it's good. All right, man. All right, bro. Love you. Stay dangerous.